Jazz. Just miss. 2-2. 3-2. Swing and a tip into the glove of Rortvedt. And it's through for base hit. It found the hole here in the first. Soft ground ball is short. Volpe goes one on to first. 1-2. 2-2. Rortvedt helped. Popped up. And that's going to make the seats out of play. And the pitch to De La Cruz. This is outside, 3-2. Fouled away as a rise was going on the 3-2 and 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Interesting. And you might say, well, why are they shutting him down? Well, they're trying to keep his innings down to the next. And Harrison Bader works a walk. Swing and a miss. You know, Paul mentioned earlier the Yankees have not played
in the first round of the playoffs, right?
Against the Twins or the Guardians. Yep. That team could jump it. There goes Bader. Pitches outside. Throw to second. 2-2. Lined right at the first baseman. IKF. Chisholm charges Fields. Here comes way off. Cut off by Gurriel. They have the right approach at the plate. So now a 1-0 lead.
Bald head and wears a whole white suit. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Runner goes. 2-2. Outside. Throw to second.
If you're IKF, you get a jump. Defensive catchers in the league. So you're stealing the base on the pitch.
1-0.
Back year last year, so sports are rocking down here in Miami.
And the Florida Panthers. Strike three. Rortvedt down looking, but the Yankees. He has not been for the last couple of years able to brag about. 2-2. Upstairs, and Cole deals. Fouled away. Another big crowd on hand.
Out of here.
Swing and a miss. Berger down on 1-0. Pitches that inning. So if you see Cole leaving after 7 rather than after 1-2. You know, the 4 runs that Cole gave us. Check swing. Grounded sharply right to Torres. Goes down to one knee, straightens. So here is Yuli Gurriel. And there's a strike from Cole. Kind of a wave.
Goes down a little bit. All of a sudden you're behind the fastball and out in front because you got to.
Soft ground ball. The throw.
I think they got their 70th win last night. I mean, they're having a phenomenal year.
2-2. Little swing and a miss. Tyler Austin in his first at bat hitting a home run. But
I do remember that.
1-1. And the day that Judge hit the home run. And they walked him. That was probably what the mound visit first. Foul ball.
And we're celebrating a lot of years, Michael. This
high for Chisholm. Outnumbered.
Sometimes it's not as easy as it looks just to go out, bring these teams.
And they keep feeding them sliders. And that time he dialed up and the 1-2. Goes upstairs at 2-2. This time he lays off. And the pitch. He did throw the slider, and that Warner goes again. That one, it is a base hit. One hop waving him home. It's an RBI double. The Yankees kind of lucked out because it hit the.
As Chisholm had the kind of the same injury that Aaron Judge had.
The aforementioned Chisholm, he comes on, makes the play.
Walked up to him at his locker and I said, do you know what this Dayton game? And he said it was just an incredible experience. All he was worried about from him. And he said, hopefully more wins, a lot of consistency, and to bring when he was with the Twins, I actually talked to him about that moment many years ago. And he said it's just something.
The 2-2.
To this day, I mean, it's never happened again.
Good at bat for Wendell. I don't remember you as.
Light your mouth on fire. So usually good things happen when those pit from the upper deck, and then he didn't say anything to the ump.
3-2 to Stallings, and he walks the number 9 hitter. So first and the count on.
You know, early in the year it was only 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4%.
Fly ball of Bader, he'll make the catch. Tapped right back to Cole. Goes to second, one.
That Bach is much better to catch the baseball.
Now you have the dangerous Arise. Foul back to the screen, 1-1. That one, it is a base hit. That'll score Wendell. Moving to second is Bell. Off the end of the bat, foul back. Up center. Bader. McKinney's hit him hard twice. This time he finds a hole. Pick single to start up. 2-2. And now the McKinney goes. Grounded foul. Into the Marlins dugout. Marner goes again, stumbled. That one is ripped to left. But De La Cruz is there, makes the play, and so 31 years.
Scott Kim and Nicky. That
La Cruz turns, looks, safe. Rortvedt swings it. Two and two. Berger in foul territory will. 1-1. Slow curveball, count 2.
Nothing in between.
Swing and a miss. And Bauer's down on stream. Some breathing room. And how about this stat? And although that's a good stat for Anthony Volpe, it does point to what.
For most of the year. Cooker has another great swing. He's hit some balls hard this whole series. Well, he's made some great pitches, obviously, and there's some outs in this lineup that he can overpower.
Hit sharply and grabbed and knocked down by. That was in the second. Fouled away. Foul back. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first.
Wait a minute here. What are we doing here? I'm used to seeing like Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle.
The final stop, three game sets as Judge walks again. 1-2. Grounded to third. There's 1.
So good right now.
Garner goes again. Throw to third. Not in time. That's a attempted block by Stallings. Flips home and to left field. Stanton takes it big to base. He'll stop at third.
There's opportunities to drive in runs too.
There's one on to first. Ground ball. Berger across the diamond. Count to win some series. Popped up, shallow left, coming on McKinney, and he makes the.
So it will be 3 horses for the Astros.
That'll be a Luzardo Verlander. That we haven't seen that now in his 2 starts back.
A lot of people still upset about the way that was handled, and at the time cost the Nationals late in the season. Runner goes on 3-2. This one out toward left. De La Cruz had to keep it on plane and fights gravity, if you will, for as long as. And so he's getting some time behind the plate with Jose Trevino on the.
You know, going back to that conversation, have to work on, and I found it interesting because he's 6'8".
Run over toward the Marlin dugout and has room in his head when
Yeah.
it gets up behind his head. Okay.
That's why you see guys who have that short arm delivery like
Percent with each of those pitches. That time a changeup. Payoff pitch. And got him on the slider. But a 2-run home run for 14 teams in Japan, I believe. He
yeah,
played for everybody.
it's amazing how far you go back.
I've heard he is a great impersonator.
Oh yeah.
All the stances and everything. And Jake Berger with a base hit.
I remember talking to Bob and seeing he had a lot of talent as well.
Yeah, 3 generations in baseball. Some sharply hit, caught by Volpe, I think. No. Yuli Gurriel fouls that one back right side. Yuli a ground out to Volpe, his first. Bouncing ball, second base. Torres to Volpe, over to first. Now this guy can hit some tape measure shots too, and did so. 2 home runs this year. 62 home runs last year for Aaron Judge, who held up. That one taken down low, a leadoff walk, second time.
You know, it's such a catch-20.
Ball and 2 strikes. And this one to third for Berger. 5-4. A ball low, picked there by Stallings.
Now his batting average and OPS.
And he's headed for third. Throw from Stallings is not in time. Well, either way, that's a ball that's going to get away from Stallings. The flip to Brazoban. Ball and no strikes on Bader. And that's a base hit into left field. Play was in front of Stanton, so he was set up here first and third. Against McKinney, who's hit the ball hard twice, pulled it. Again, right side. Arise fires to the bag. And again, it's the walks that have hurt.
Yeah, you look down at the scorecard, or in your
Falefa. That one to third for Berger. Left. Main reasons why Garrett Cole is right there at the top of that Cy Young discussion. Diamondbacks, a team that just like the Marlins ball games, season worst 9-game losing streak came to an end last night as strikeout and a fly to center. Now an 0-2 count.
every once in a while. And again.
Back-to-back strikeouts, 5 in the game. You still have to throw strikes. End of story.
Yeah, and that's where you can clutter your mind with too much stuff.
What a play. bet connects on a solo home run. The 3 today with 3 strikeouts. And 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
Much, and then you make mistakes, and all of a sudden you look, and the number 8 hitter, Volpe, has gone deep.
Bounced back to Brazaban. He's reached base twice, once on a base hit, once on a fielder's choice. Taken upstairs.
Well, he gave a guy like Derek, and his record as a Yankee coming into this one.
And it looks like, at least to this point, that he is back on track today. But ultimately, at the end of the day, a first overall pick by the Pirates in 2011 out of Houston. Well, I mean, here, this is my guess, just guessing.
Okay.
Ground ball, base hit for a rise. Logo or uniform, one way or the other, a lot, but that interlock. Fouled away.
Back in the 3rd inning when the Marlins had runners at
94 on the cutter to get De La Cruz. And there's a strike.
and if Cole
ground ball, base hit, right center field. Bell getting waved around. Now Jesus Sanchez. And a bouncing ball up the first base line. Yuli Gurriel. After the first one, a fly ball out to right field. Judge. Or check that, a fielder's choice. And he'll reach with a leadoff walk here. Fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Stanton. Down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A famous. Good pitch, bottom of the zone. Fly to center field, and a single his last time up. Takes a strike. 15 by the Cardinals. Out of the University of Florida. And again, grounded foul.
You know, they know they're going to be able to run, and so you really have to be careful.
That one taken low. 3 balls and no strikes to Billy McKinney. I picked my spots. That one outside. And Puck dials up 97, gets the strikeout, leaves.
Well, if you want to have some fun, and fans can do this with Peralta. So if you want to have some fun as a fan, that's what you do. You watch those games. You see who.
In the air off the bat of John Birdie to right field. Aaron Judge. Wendell had a single and a run scored. Avi grounds that one. Because now Gurriel, the first baseman, is out of the ball game. I would imagine you maybe move a rise over there.
Could put a rise there, put Birdie at second.
Right. Well, you know what I did? I forgot to put an out down. Yes. So what, white it out now?
I'm charging you for my next bottle of whiteout. Imagine what your scorecard would look like in the dugout.
Oh, it would be ugly. That's
over the course of the weekend, and I'm just happy that Marlins fans and Yankees fans got a chance to see some good.
Let me ask you, Rod, while we've got you, how about Jake Berger? He's been an offensive standout.
Free charges batteries, and he's just doing what he did in that White Sox uniform. A lot of hard contact, and he's a very underrated
ball game as A.J. Puck delivers to Anthony Volpe, and a strike at the bottom of the zone at the plate. Takes a strike.
And I don't think it was Volpe, but it was a strike. It had a piece of the zone.
Rortvedt down on strikes, and A.J. Puck has faced 3 batters, 3 strikeouts, and now facing a guy who has struck out 4 times today, Jake Bauers.
Up in a curve. So it's been that kind of day for Bauers.
And now down in the count 1-2. And down looking. 4 batters, 4 here against Wandy Peralta. His second inning of work after 6 very effective innings from Garrett Cole.
Now, people have asked me, I don't know, you may have heard the same question. Meet the guys, the Eddie Murrays.
The rise, he was well on his way to possibly becoming only the 2nd player.
A little cushion. Soft liner, and Bell got 5,000 on hand. Waiting for the out of that Yankee bullpen. One of their deadline acquisitions got him from the Chicago White Sox. There's a strike. It kind of caught in between, really.
They're 6.5 out in the wild card.
That is a fair ball down the line. Will be extra. A couple of former White Sox teammates. They don't give up a lot of extra base hit and slug and things of that nature. The best OPS as well. Ball up to Sanchez. Up the first base line, stays fair. 9th inning in the last of a 3-game series. Yankees and Marlins. Yuli Gurriel is there. They're going to try to keep him off first base. Towards center. This is outside, ball 1.
Yeah, I think kind of a mixed bag for Yuri Perez, similar to the sense.
Called strike 3.